Okay, good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Ryan Cantrell, and on behalf of the Hayward Police Department, welcome to our February 15th, 2004 promotional ceremony. Today we're going to be recognizing 6 members of our department who were promoted over the past few years to the ranks of captain and sergeant. So before I call the presentation of colors, I just want everyone to know this is a family event. Feel free to get up, take photographs, push Rick out of the way, take your pictures, not a problem. Our crime scene technician, Soraya, where's Soraya at? She's going to be taking some photographs too, so we'll have some professional photographs at the end of this for everyone to see. So at this time, can you please stand for the presentations of color by the Hayward Police Department Honor Guard? Post the colors. Please join me in the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. All right. Please remain standing for the invocation delivered by our Hayward Police Chaplain, Sue Kuipers.
Would you pray with me? Eternal Creator and Sustainer of life, we've come together today from many places and experiences. We acknowledge with gratitude the variety of family structures and faith traditions, as well as the unique story behind each individual here. Today we celebrate those who are taking on new responsibilities. As they give their oaths today, I ask that each will be granted the understanding that they represent not only this agency and this city, but they also serve as reflections of the divine presence and desire for justice and peace for all citizens. Remind them daily that you are present through every shift they serve and every situation they encounter. Remember also the loved ones who stand beside them. Grant them peace, wisdom, and assurance. We ask all these things in faith. Amen.
Please be seated. Thank you, Sue. And now Mayor Mark Salinas.
Good afternoon. My name is Mark Salinas, and I have the honor and the privilege of serving all of you as the mayor of Hayward. And before I begin my formal remarks, I wanted to welcome everybody, all the families, to City Hall. I do have, I believe, one colleague here this afternoon, and I'd like to acknowledge Hayward City Council Member Julie Roach. A couple of days ago, I asked Chief Matthews who was getting promoted. He started to recall the officers, and as he was recalling them, he began to share with me their careers and their stories of their careers. After he finished their stories, he further explained to me it takes a long time to get to these positions. It takes a long time to earn these positions. He also included that promotions like these are very difficult. They take a lot of hard work, And each and every one of the officers today have certainly sacrificed a lot. I personally know each one of the officers being promoted today. In fact, I think Captain Javier, in one time of his career, might have chased me around South Hayward, but I'm not gonna. It was an early part of your career when I was Gadding, Patrick, yeah, a long time ago. A long time ago. They all are having good careers in law enforcement, and all of them are amongst the very best of the profession. They have invested years of service, they have invested in their education, and they have invested in their training. They have demonstrated to their colleagues that they are leaders in the department and in the community. And they have excelled in every aspect of their profession. I want to personally congratulate each of them for their success, and I want to especially thank their families for making the tremendous sacrifices so that they can come to work every day and protect our city. On behalf of the City of Hayward and on behalf of the Hayward City Council, congratulations, and may St. Michael continue to protect you and everyone in the Hayward Police Department. Thank you.
Thank you, Mayor Salinas. And now, City Manager Kelly McAdoo.
Good afternoon, everyone. It's great to see all of you here. Before I get started, again, really just honored to be here. My name is Kelly McAdoo, and I have the honor of serving as Hayward's City Manager. I want to acknowledge some of our other executive team members who are here. Our Assistant City Manager, Dustin Clausen, our Finance Director, Nicole Gonzalez, our Public Works Director, Alex Amiri, and I'm thinking that's all I see. So thank you for being here this afternoon to celebrate this great occasion. I'm particularly excited to be here today to congratulate this group of individuals on their promotion. As you may have heard, earlier this week, I announced I will be leaving Hayward later this spring to take on a city manager role in another community. But in some ways, this group mirrors my story as city manager here, and I'm grateful to be here and celebrate them along with their families and loved ones. I'll start with Captain Javier. He was serving as the POA president when I first became city manager, and Sergeant Flores is serving as the current POA president and will be there, I hope, until I leave. I'm grateful to both of them for the leadership they have demonstrated in this role and for the strong working relationships we've had through the years. We haven't always agreed on everything, but we all have agreed on the same goals, which is to support the men and women of the Hayward Police Department and to do what's best for the Hayward community. I'm particularly proud to be here to celebrate the promotion of Hayward's first female police captain, Heather Linteo. Nationwide, only about 15% of city managers are female, and in the police service, even fewer women serve in leadership roles. I'm grateful that I've been able to work with and mentor Captain Linteo and to call her my friend, and it's exciting to see her step into this new role. And to Sergeants Sellis, Matthews, and Chirac, I'm grateful for the opportunities I've had to get to know each of you over the years, and the stories of how we know each other is better left for the after party. And I really appreciate and thank your commitment to this organization and our community. This promotional group also represents what has been a concerted effort on the part of Chief Matthews and his leadership team to diversify the ranks within the police department. I'm grateful for his leadership as well as his understanding of the Hayward community. As I said at his swearing-in ceremony a couple of weeks ago, he understands the diversity and complexity of the Hayward community and is striving to create a police department that is here to serve every member of our community. It is an honor to be here with 6 of you today and to congratulate you on your promotion into leadership roles within our police department. It comes with a great responsibility, and I know that each of you are up for that challenge. Congratulations and best wishes always.
Thank you, Ms. McAdoo. And now for some remarks, Chief Brian Matthews.
All right, I'm having some deja vu. Good afternoon, everyone. Thank you for taking the time out of your busy schedules to join us today. We're here to celebrate the accomplishments and formal promotions of several key members of our department. And I know for some it's been a long time coming as schedules prevented folks from participating in previous events. So yesterday I was joking with Captain Heather Linteo and some of the members of command staff, and I told them I was going to say that this group of honorees is reflective of a complete lack of options for the department. But the truth is, these individuals we are honoring today are some of the department's finest, and we're excited to recognize their service and their willingness to step into these roles amidst ever-changing community expectations and the ongoing challenges we experience as a profession. And now, for those of you that don't know, the pathway to promotion for any rank in the police department is not an easy one. It requires hard work, dedication, a wide breadth of experience, and unwavering commitment to the values we hold dear as a profession. It requires countless hours of reading, studying, research, and the successful completion of an entire day of scenario-based exercises designed to test their readiness for promotion using external facilitators and evaluators. It requires far more than just technical proficiency, and that's something that we can pretty much teach to anyone. These individuals have demonstrated leadership, both formal and informal, throughout their careers, and they've worked incredibly hard to get here today. And for the family members, friends, and loved ones in attendance today, you should be proud of them. I know that we certainly are. And at this time, I'll turn it back over to Lieutenant Ryan Cantrell for the introduction of each of our honorees and badge presentations.
Sergeant Russ Chirac. Sergeant Chirac started his career with the Merced County Sheriff's Office in 2000 and lateral to the Hayward Police Department in 2009. During his career, he's held assignments of SWAT operator, gang liaison officer, canine handler, and field training officer. He was promoted to sergeant in July of 2023. Sergeant Chirac is currently assigned to the Patrol Division and is department's canine supervisors. Pinning his badge today will be his wife, Michelle, and also in attendance are his children, Jessica and Ashley, and his parents, Warren and Penny Chirac. Ladies and gentlemen, Sergeant Russ Chirac.
Good afternoon, everyone. I'd just like to start and say that I'm extremely honored and grateful for this opportunity. Looking back and reflecting on my career, I can't believe 23 years have gone by. It's gone by so fast. But I'm grateful to have had the benefit and privilege to have worked at 3 different agencies throughout my career. That has given me a lot of knowledge and experience that has helped prepare me for this role here today. Through that time, I've got the privilege also of working for a lot of great supervisors and alongside a lot of great partners who have all taught me the importance of leadership and how leadership can contribute to the success of an organization. I want to congratulate my fellow sergeants and captains on their well-deserved promotions. And all in all, this is not possible if it was not for Chief Matthews here today for providing me for this opportunity. I'm truly thankful for this opportunity. It is an honor to be entrusted with greater responsibilities and to be in a better position to further contribute to the success of our department. I also want to extend my appreciation to the other members of our department, the mayor, the city manager, members of city council, and other city personnel for being here today, taking the time out of your schedules to be here and support us. It truly means a lot. I'm extremely grateful that my parents and my brother were able to make it here today from the Valley. From an early age, you both taught me that success is not just given to you, however, it's earned through hard work and dedication. There's no doubt that I am the person I am today because of all the invaluable lessons you taught us growing up, and I can't thank you enough for all you've done for me and continue to do for our family. Most importantly, I'd like to thank my amazing and beautiful wife and daughters for all the love and support you have given me throughout this process. To those who have taken this test before, you guys know that this testing process is no joke. It takes a lot out of you. It takes a lot of hard work, time, and preparation to prepare for this process. And I want you guys to know that I truly appreciate all the patience you had and all the sacrifices you made to help make this happen. I'm excited for this next chapter in my career, and I look forward to helping others navigate through their career paths and to be a mentor to them like many were for me to get me to this point. In closing, I would like to say again how grateful and honored I am for this opportunity, and I thank you all for being here. Thank you.
Thank you, Russ. Sergeant Mike Matthews. Sergeant Mike Matthews began his career with the Hayward Police Department as a community service officer in 1999. In 2001, he was promoted to police officer. During his career, he has held the assignments of Honor Guard member, SRU operator, CIB detective, personnel and training coordinator, internal affairs detective, and motor officer. He was promoted to sergeant in July of 2023 and currently is assigned to the traffic unit as the supervisor. Pinning his badge today are his daughters Allison and Hayden. Also in attendance is his wife Bobby. Ladies and gentlemen, Sergeant Mike Matthews.
Good afternoon, everybody. Like Chief Matthews said, it seems like we were just here a few weeks ago. So, a few weeks ago, Chief Matthews was sworn in as our 16th Chief of Police. And he spoke about the unique culture that exists at our department and the emphasis on family. It's these values that define us as an organization. Today, my family is here, my wife, my daughters. I remember the first time I brought both of them to the department. For Allison, she was in a car seat. I set her on the desk outside the chief's office. She was in her little Britex car seat, and I was worried she wasn't warm enough. I was worried that people weren't washing their hands when they held her, and that people were talking too loud and would wake her. For Hayden, the complete opposite experience. I was a bit wiser as a father. She was in a baby Bjorn chest carrier, and I proudly paraded her around the Criminal Investigations Bureau, high-fiving everybody, proclaiming her as my princess warrior. It's these little memories that define us as an organization. Helping sneak Rodney Johnson's daughters into the building so they could trash his office with over 1,000 Q-tips as part of an elaborate birthday prank. Taking the motor unit to Josh Cannon's daughter's elementary school so her dad wouldn't have to miss her Christmas pageant. Going to the countless SWAT parties, looking at all these hardened SWAT operators who are more excited to spend time with each other's families than anything else. But it's not just those happy moments. It's in hours of darkness that further solidify our bond and commitment as a family. I remember getting a phone call in the middle of the night that a friend of mine, Fitzgerald, he's a battalion chief with the fire department, was run over and almost killed. And I remember being there with his wife and our brothers and sisters from the fire department as we patiently waited to find out that he was going to make it through surgery. And of course, receiving the most devastating of all phone calls, learning that our brother, Scott Lunger, had been murdered. These memories and experiences in our response to adversity is what continues to define and shape our role within the community and how we're perceived and our commitment to one another as brothers and sisters within law enforcement. I'd like to share with you in a closing thought something that my father taught me to believe in, and it holds true today as a daily reminder. Show me somebody who complains that the grass is greener in someone else's yard, and I'll show you someone who hasn't tended well enough to their own. It's been a privilege to be part of this community. And so to our command staff, our city council, and to the community members that are here, thank you for the privilege of serving you. And to my brothers and sisters from the police department and the fire department, thank you for allowing me to be part of this beautiful family. Thank you.
Thank you, Mike. Sergeant Ricardo Flores. Sergeant Flores began his career in the Oakland Housing Authority Police Department in 2009. In 2012, he lateraled to the Hayward Police Department. During his career, he has held the assignments of Field Training Officer, Narcotics Detective, Alameda County Narcotics Task Force Detective, Honor Guard member, and SRU Logistics Officer. He is the current HPOA President and Vice President of the Bay Area Poor Act Chapter. Sergeant Flores is the recipient of the 2015-2016 Alameda County Narcotics Task Force Investigator of the Year Award, the 2016-2017 Oakland Police Officer Willie Wilkins Award, the California Narcotics Association Region 1 Narcotics Officer of the Year for 2017, and the California Officers Association Region 1 Narcotics Officer Award in 2018. Sergeant Flores possesses a bachelor's degree in criminal justice and master's degree in organizational leadership from Union Institute and University. He was promoted to sergeant in October of 2021 and is currently assigned as the supervisor of a special duty unit. Pinning on his badge today was his son Miles, and also attendants are his children Hazel and Adele, and the entire Flores family. Ladies and gentlemen, Sergeant Ricardo El Presidente Flores.
That was a lot, thanks. I guess the good thing is that I'm off probation, so it doesn't matter what I say now, right? No, seriously, thank you to everybody. There's a lot of people that I do want to thank. I didn't prepare anything, I just made notes. But first and foremost, the most important person here is my old lady Kelly. So without her, none of this would be possible. So I do want to say thank you to her, and please applaud her. I also want to thank my kids, Miles, Adele, and Hazel. Hazel just turned 18. She's getting ready to graduate. It's scary. I just bought her a car. She just got her license. My insurance rate just went up. It's a trip. But she's doing great. She's working. She's almost done with school from Granada High. I'm very proud of you. You keep doing it. You keep pushing. My daughter, Adele, who's here, she's 12. She's in junior high. She's tweening all kinds of stuff yesterday with Valentine's and all this other stuff. And I'm debating if I need to pull up to the school in my marked car or not, but we're getting there. And then my son Miles, as you guys saw, we got him a custom STU t-shirt for today. He's all about our profession. He supports us. He's my biggest fan. So thank you, son. One thing I do want to tell you guys is no matter what anybody tells you, no matter how hard it gets, you keep on pushing. Even when people think you can't do it, you keep on doing it. Even when people put speed bumps out, pedal to the metal and you get through it. I love you guys, and thank you guys for always supporting me. You guys mean the world to me. And then also to the city manager, to the command staff, and to our chief, thank you so much for believing in me and giving me the opportunity to do this. It means a lot. I work very hard for it, and I'm going to continue to serve and do the best that I can to continue to support this department and this community. So thank you. I also do want to thank a couple of the people that are not here, but they promised me that they're doing YouTube watching it, so I'm glad that they are. Our last chief, Tony Chaplin, for giving me the opportunity and promoting me, and two other people that mean a lot to me that are no longer here at this department, and they're at other places now. Chief Angela Averett and Chief Daryl McAllister. Those two taught me a lot. They guided me even when they weren't here. They taught me good from bad, and they've always been biggest fans, and I can't be up here and not thank them, so thankful for those two people. So thank you very much. My mom and my dad, you guys want to push the SAP button, go ahead. Muchas gracias, mamá y papá, por su apoyo. Los quiero mucho. Gracias. My family's here. Good thing I didn't send out an invite because it'd be like a quinceañera up in here, Jaime, you know what I mean? So my niece is here, Gabby, and my nephew, Alex, and my sister, Maria, is here. And then to my brother, thank you. You know, you're a leader in your organization. You've done a lot from kicking my, you know what, when we were little and showing me good from bad. Thank you. It's because of you that I'm able to succeed as well. And one of my brothers from another mother, I swear this is his name. I'm not referring to what you think, but Indo, thank you for being here. And thank you for supporting me. Venus and Daniela, thank you for coming out here. I really appreciate you guys. I haven't forgot about you, Mama. Delia, thank you for being my mom at work and mom outside of here. It means a lot. Just a few more, I promise, Ryan. So another person that couldn't make it, she's probably at a quinceañera, is Lieutenant Ledesma. I wanted to tell her thank you. And for 3 people that are here, that you probably don't even know this, but it means a lot to me, is Captain Javier. From when I first got here and you punked me over by where the car keys were, you've always kept me in check, you've always kept me in line, you've always been very wise. I thank you very much for all your leadership and your guidance, and most importantly, your friendship. 2 other people that are here that mean a lot to me, and they probably don't even know it, is one of my first partners, Tony Carrasco. Sergeant Carrasco's here, and Josh Cannon. Those 2 have no problem telling me and putting me in my place regardless of the situation. I appreciate you guys more than you know. Keep doing that. Thank you so much. If I forgot somebody, I'm sorry. But to the last, to everybody here and to my SCU guys, hey, keep it code 4, keep it 1 up top, and let's keep it pushing. Thank you guys.
Thank you, Rick. Sergeant Vincent Arcellus. Sergeant Sells began his career in the United States Marine Corps, serving in both Iraqi Freedom and Operation Enduring Freedom. During his Marine Corps career, he was promoted to sergeant and received several awards, including the Presidential Unit Citation, Marine Corps Combat Ribbon, and the Navy Marine Corps Achievement Medals, to just name a few. After his service in the Marine Corps, Sergeant Sells worked with the Department of Energy and then was hired as a police officer with the Fountain Valley Police Department. Sergeant Sells lateraled to the Hayward Police Department in 2008, where he has held assignments as SRU operator, canine handler, honor guard member, field training officer, recruit training officer at the Alameda County Regional Training Center, and he is the current HPOA vice president. Sergeant Sells possesses an AA degree in criminal justice from Palomar Community College. He was promoted to sergeant in October 2020 and is currently assigned to the patrol division. Pinning his badge today was his wife Natalie and his daughters Olivia and Dakota. Ladies and gentlemen, Sergeant Vincent Arcellus.
Ladies and gentlemen, colleagues, friends, and family, upon receiving the news of my promotion to sergeant, the first thing I did was to offer my deepest thanks and praise to my Lord and Savior, Jesus Christ. In the moment of sincere gratitude, I reflected on the incredible journey He has orchestrated for me, from a challenging first start to this very day. It's a journey that's been underpinned by unwavering faith and a resilience that I've come to recognize as nothing short of divine intervention. Equally, I owe a profound debt of gratitude to my family, my beloved wife of 23 years, Natalie, and our daughters, Olivia and Dakota. Their sacrifices and unwavering support have been my anchor, allowing me to dedicate myself to serving others. For me, this promotion is far more than a professional achievement. It's a celebration of faith, the strength drawn from loved ones, and the perfect timing of life's unfolding chapters. Throughout my adulthood, both in the military and law enforcement, I've faced moments of profound challenges and decisions. In the last few years in policing, it was my faith that anchored me. The path has not been easy, especially against the backdrop of today's societal issues. It's a calling to put on the uniform and the badge today, a divine nudge to stay the course, to uplift my family's legacy, and to be a beacon of resilience in a profession of policing. My leadership philosophy is deeply influenced by my examples set by my grandparents, the folks who raised me, and the teachings of my Christian faith. Born into adversity with a heroin addict for a mother and no father in sight, only by the grace of God were the examples taught to me in the essence of servant leadership, resilience, and the importance of making choices that lead not to just personal success, but to the betterment of those around us. As a sergeant, my mission is to extend this influence, to continue to inspire and mentor my officers, and those in the community. The role of sergeant extends beyond the walls of 300 West Winton Ave. It's deeply embedded in the community we serve. My approach is to be genuine, truthful, and transparent, engaging in difficult but necessary conversations to ultimately enhance the overall quality of life for the citizens of Hayward. I'm committed to empowering our community to seek positive, constitutionally protected solutions for change and to address concerns with empathy and understanding, to also be adaptive and champion initiatives that foster safety, efficiency, trust, and mutual dignity. To serve is to commit oneself wholly to the welfare and safety of others. As a sergeant and the current vice president of the Hayward Police Officers Association, my primary goal is ensuring that our officers are supported in all facets of this honorable, tough profession while serving our community with distinction. I'm dedicated to enhancing our department's effectiveness and holding the highest standards of our department. In conclusion, I'd like to thank command staff as well as the fellow city leaders here for entrusting me with this responsibility. Thank you all.
Thank you, Vince. Captain Heather Linteo. Captain Heather Linteo began her career at the Hayward Police Department in 2000 as a crime scene technician and was hired as a police officer in 2002. During her career, she has held the assignments of school resource officer, special victims unit detective, and district command officer. Captain Linteo was promoted to sergeant in 2014 and held the assignments as field training officer supervisor and personnel and training sergeant. Captain Linteo was promoted to lieutenant in 2020, working as a watch commander, investigations bureau lieutenant, and the internal affairs unit commander. She possesses an Associate of Arts degree and a bachelor's degree in biology with a minor in criminal justice. She was promoted to captain in September of 2023 and is currently the Community Services Division commander. Pinning her badge on today is her daughter Morgan, and also present are her husband, Lieutenant Corey Linteo, and her son Colin, and her mother Lillian. Ladies and gentlemen, Captain Heather Linteo.
Hi, thank you all for being here. First, I'd like to once again congratulate Chief Matthews on his recent promotion and swearing in as our 16th Chief of Police. And thank you very much, Chief, for promoting me and trusting me with this position. I'm honored to be the first female captain in the history of the Hayward Police Department, and I owe some of that to everybody that's here today, starting with retired Chief Mark Kohler, who 24 years ago interviewed me when I started here as a crime scene technician and saw the potential I had. He was also my sergeant when I decided to become a police officer, greatly due to his support. And there are so many others, everybody from retired Chief Teddy Muniz and his lovely wife Delia, and late Wes Horn, Carlos Faria. There are so many people I have to thank, I couldn't possibly name them all. I've been part of this Hayward Police family for 24 years, and I couldn't be more proud to say that as I am today. 24 years ago, if you'd asked me if I ever thought I'd be a captain, it would have been absolutely not. 24 months ago, if you'd asked me if I thought I was going to be captain, it would have been absolutely not. I love this department and this city, and I'm honored to be able to continue to serve it in this new role. Let's see. Now I'd like to thank my family, starting with my mom. Thank you for showing me what it's like and how to be an independent and outspoken woman. I probably actually owe an apology to a few people because I'm a little more outspoken sometimes than maybe I should be, but thank you for that. To my son Colin, thank you for always pushing me to be great. My son is a senior in high school and recently achieved his goal of getting a D1 scholarship to play baseball in college, and he's shown me what it's like to continue to chase your dream and push to continue to be better. To my daughter, Morgan, who is the person I hope to be when I grow up. She makes me want to be a better person every day. She's the kindest, most genuine woman I know. Thank you, Morgan. And last but not least, to my old man, or I'm sorry, my husband. Thank you for pushing me to always do more and be more, and for always believing in me, even when sometimes I didn't believe in myself. I love you. Thank you, everybody. Thank you, Mayor, City Manager. Sorry to see you go, but she'll be in Santa Barbara, so we'll just give us a reason to go visit. And thank you to City Council members that are here today, and for everybody in the city. I've received more support than I could even imagine. Thank you.
Thank you, Heather. Captain James Javier. Captain Javier began his career with the Hayward Police Department back in 1997 as a police officer. As an officer, he held assignments as SRU operator, special unit officer, range master, arrest and control instructor, peer support team member, and field training officer. In 2015, he was promoted to sergeant and worked as the patrol division as the field training officer sergeant, and then later in the internal affairs unit. After being promoted to lieutenant in 2019, he was assigned as a watch commander, the field training officer program manager, and the investigation bureau's lieutenant. Captain Javier served for many years as the HPOA board president and is a former board member. In 2002, Captain Javier was awarded the Medal of Valor for his actions in a successful officer-down rescue of a sergeant shot during a search warrant service. Captain Javier possesses a bachelor's degree in finance and a master's degree in business administration from St. Mary's College. He was promoted to captain in July of 2023 and currently is the patrol division commander. Pinning his badge on today are his parents, Ben and Judy Javier. Also present is his wife, Isabel, sister Jeanette Gomes, and Diane Belladari, and brother-in-law, Bruce Belladari. Ladies and gentlemen, Captain James Javier.
First off, 3 minutes, yeah. How about 30 seconds? First off, I'd like to thank my beautiful wife, Isabel. She's been able to withstand this career with me. I've been here 27 years. We're married going on 34. So she's seen it all from, officer-involved shootings to, Sergeant Lunger passing, to Reed getting shot. She's been there for me for all that. I know I put her through hell, and when you do this job, it gets away to your family, and I think everybody kind of touched on it, and the things that you see and go through in life, because sometimes you'll see the worst of the worst, but sometimes you'll see the best of the best. It's just something that, it's a roller coaster that hopefully, that your wife and family can put up with. So I'm very proud that she's done that for me. I think I've gotten most of the way I am from my parents. I think when I first decided to be a police officer, because I graduated, I had a master's degree. I was a middle manager, executive at a company, and then I said, hey, I want to be a police officer. I think he kind of looked at me like, you're going to do what? But he's always supported me. And it's funny when I look at it, my sister's a teacher, I'm a police officer, my other sister is a case manager, for mentally challenged people, and I think all of us have gotten that, from my parents. I got a brother who's a CEO, but he didn't fall in line. He's the one that makes the money, but it's okay. This department's been there with me through all these things. When my son Jake got hurt and is paralyzed, I missed 9 months. The city was great. There was no questions asked. It was, hey, be with your family. I thank Chief Mark Kohler was in charge then, and he would check up on me. I spent about 3 months in Colorado with my son as he went through rehab. But he was always there to check in. And he was there for this promotional process, I went and asked him, hey, I asked him for some help, and he guided me along, and I've always appreciated that, so thank you, Mark. I want to thank my kids. Luckily, they're all working and not here. It's nice when you get a check and you don't have to dish it out to them anymore. But they put up with a lot, missed holidays and everything else. Just putting up basically with all my stuff. I appreciate them. For everybody in the community, my wife and I, we bought our first house here. I've always enjoyed living and working here. It is, the second family. I look at it, all the blue that's out here, worked with pretty much everybody. I've always thanked all the support. You need anything, I've always say, come to me, just like when I've needed something, I've come to you. And we've always been there for each other, and that's why I love working here. I think, the family atmosphere, Chief Matthews, from day one has said, hey, we're a family, and hey, it's the good, the bad, and this is how we do it. And I think I grew up that way with my family, so it's a perfect match. So thank you to everybody. Thank you to, I got to mention one person so I don't get smacked, is my second mom, Delia. When I went through the POA, I think it was there almost 20 years, she was right there with us. And all the late nights, and the guidance, and the friendship, I love you. So thanks, everybody. Look forward to finishing off the career here. 3 more years. Not even election, not 4 more years, 3 more years. But I look forward to working with everybody, and thank you.
All right, well, I got to say there are a handful of events we love to hold in this profession, and this is certainly one of them. I love the opportunity to recognize our people and their successes. And as you can see, the future is bright. We're in very good hands. This is a special day for each of these honorees and their families. But before we get out of here today, I just want to share a few thoughts with you about the importance of effective leadership. Effective leadership in any profession is paramount to organizational success. It builds morale, improves organizational culture, enables innovation, and champions positive change. At this point in your careers, you've each attained a formal leadership position within the department, but I'm here to tell you that your position alone does not make you a leader. What makes you a leader is your character, the example you set, your compassion for others, and your commitment to having a positive impact on something greater than yourselves. It's your ability to make connections with people, to develop them, to motivate them, and to inspire ownership of shared values and organizational objectives. Our legacy as leaders is not in the titles we achieve. It's not about the awards. It's not about having our name on a plaque or a building somewhere. Simply put, our leadership legacy is about the impact we've had in the lives of others and our ability to leave people better than we found them. I want to close by sharing a story from Herm Edwards. It's a story I've shared before, so my apologies if you've heard it. For those of you who don't know who that is, he's a longtime college and NFL coach and a football analyst. And his father was a career military man and taught Coach Edwards much that contributed to his successful career as a leader. When Coach Edwards was young, his father told him, "Son, let me tell you what I'm going to give you. It's something that you can't buy. You'll never be able to buy it. I'm going to give you a good name." And then before he walked out, he turned and said, "Don't screw it up. Every time you put that uniform on, you wear 2 names. You wear your agency name and you wear your family name. And how you lead, how you treat people, and how you care for our community reflects on both of those good names. And like Coach Edwards, people will remember you and associate your name with the positive impact you had on their lives. And I encourage you to let that be your legacy." Leadership is a huge responsibility, and we thank you for the commitment you've made to all of us. It warms my heart that despite all of our profession's challenges, there are still men and women with character who are willing to stand up and lead. I want to thank each of you for what you do and for being a part of this great organization. We are incredibly lucky to have you. And again, I want to thank everyone for being here today to honor these exceptional people. Please take care of each other and be safe. Thank you.
Now Sue Kuipers will be giving our benediction.
Could I ask you to stand for a final blessing? May God go with you as you go out from here. May you serve this community, your peers, and your family well. May you know peace and the joy of a life well lived all of your days. Amen.
Okay, congratulations to our honorees and their families. One more applause for everybody. Thank you, everybody, for coming. This concludes our program.